Hey everyone, I'm Christine Gritmon here with Social, my weekly live stream show that I do every Friday in the middle of the day, usually noon, where I interview either a fellow social media strategist or a small business owner who is doing great things with social media. And today I'm here with the latter. I'm here with Andrea Peel of Beauty for Ashes Salon here in Nyack. Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Great.
So the way that I found Andrea and her salon, I knew that her salon existed because I'm in Nyack, it's a small village, but I really got a sense of what they do by following them on social media. And especially once I saw what you were doing with Instagram stories, you're the first business that I personally encountered that was really doing the highlighted stories very well. And you have great following and a great engaged following. And you said you've gotten business from Instagram. Yeah. So I would love to hear from you a little bit about kind of how you got started doing social media for the salon and what has been working to bring in business and how you can tell.
Okay, so I think I started with Instagram back in like 2000, when it first started, in 2015-ish.
Wow. So you were an early adapter. That's
early, but I didn't realize the importance of it. I kind of was like, oh, okay. Like, your work, and people ask, when I see your work, we put it there. But I didn't realize the importance of it being like social media, which means you have to be social on social media people that are following you. And at first it was like the numbers game. Let me see how many followers I can get. And then of course people follow you and then they unfollow you. And that was cool, but it wasn't like anyone had ever came and found you because of Instagram. 2015. I want to say, sorry, I got a minute in my mouth. I want to say that I noticed people that had, hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram. And I'm like, wow. And then, of course, there's a desire to have that Insta fame, too. And once again, didn't really realize anybody coming in necessarily because of it. But Facebook I did have at the time. And I was doing like Facebook ads and we would generate some.
What was working for you on Facebook?
Paying for ads. Boosting certain specials or boosting up, because we blog occasionally. So like boosting a blog post. People would find us that way, but paying for money to have it generate, not my personal Facebook, because I realized that you can, now don't get me wrong, if I do like a live from my personal page, I'll get so much more views and so much more interaction, of course. But paid ads through Facebook help. And then, of course, doing techniques like having a landing page from the actual page to boost people to a website, which I didn't realize how important that is, too, to have a website. So there's a lot of things that I've learned along the line. But specifically Instagram, my coach, Ray, he is a coach for like artists, for people in my industry, and to help us realize that you're business people, too. So while you are like creative and all that's cute and you're setting up your page, like there's this thing like your page has to have aesthetics, right? They talk about, and that is wonderful. And of course, as an artist, you want this like great page. And he's like, look, the average person is not an artist and they're not looking at it. They want to see that you're consistent, that you're engaging. Don't worry about your colors. Don't worry about it. Drives me. Post about hair. And he's like, the people that are following you are not only into hair, you're into hair, but they may want a recipe. They may want to learn something about health. Or so he suggests that we make our page more like a mag, opposed to just using your page to post pictures of hair all day. And since I made that shift, and at first I was like, oh, this is crazy. I feel like people are like, we lost a lot of followers because he talks about posting a minimum of a certain amount of times a day. And the first like 2 weeks, people were probably like, I'm sick of y'all. Unfollow. There's people that I know. Now they don't know that we can see who follows and unfollows. And I'm like, feeling the hurt. And I'm like, but I'm like, you know what, it's fine, but I kept at it. And what I noticed is that the following people are consistent. We haven't really lost any followers. We've gained, but there's a lot of inboxing. Hey, I noticed you guys did this.
I love that.
And with people, when they direct message you, that's how you, in a sense, get the engagement. And then people are like, you know what, can I come by? Like this morning, we have 2 clients canceled for tomorrow morning. And I said, you know what, I'm not going to be discouraged. I'll put up a nice post of this service that I'm offering. Hey, these 2 slots opened up. Someone saw the post. They called the salon. They told them, go online, schedule the appointment. Anytime we get those things and we put a blast out on social media, we get response, and not necessarily, Now it's not like a magic button that you press and every time, but you have to stick. Consistency is key. I realized that when you post less, and you'll see like you have 2 people that viewed your profile in like a week, as opposed to when you stay consistent and you do. Hashtags I learned are important. I used to be this like, post hashtag these big things where like there's a million people following you, and they're like, don't do that. You're going to get lost in the sauce.
Yeah, so it's good to have a mix.
Yeah, and then the local really does help, local engagement. So that's how it's been helping me.
So what kind of hashtags do you tend to use? Like, again, probably a mix.
Okay, so like, for example, obviously we're a natural curly hair salon. So most of our things will say like natural hair, curly hair, curl loves, all these things, kinky curls, that are very large hashtags nationally or even, internationally, really.
And you can follow hashtags now. So that's a huge boost. I follow the NIAC hashtag, and I know you use that.
Yeah. So exactly. So I was doing those, and those were great. And then you may have someone in Switzerland who likes your curly hair, and that's wonderful. And, but it would be a lot better if someone in NIAC actually saw that post. So local hashtags, NIAC, anything in Rockland County, do Rockland County salons and NIAC salons. But then also, with some of the larger hashtags, you do get people like, we're in this room. This is the room that I service like hair loss clients. And that's something that I actually do long distance. Like there's a lady from Arkansas. I have a consult on Monday. San Diego reached out because she saw a blog. So sometimes it's not.
That's incredible.
So you're getting reach, and people that actually paying for consultations to spend money with you because they're following you, and they also see that you're real. Another thing I didn't like was, I'm like, okay, we have to have a personal life, and you have to have a business, because you don't want your personal life into your business. My coach says,
sure you do.
He's like, have one. And I'm like, why? Well, I don't want people. He's like, no, because celebrities, they have one, and people follow them. So you see them on the set, and you see them with their kids, and you see them. So learning that, like, I love cooking. So there are times that I'm Sunday home cooking Sunday dinner. Hey guys, mixing up this, whatever. And people really do. It's constant engagement.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that goes back to what you were saying before about being more of a lifestyle account, and not just sell, not just, hey, come in and pay us to do your hair, but fact to expand your business, to embrace that and to capitalize on the fact that your accounts are more than just local. Is just brilliant.
And it's funny enough, most businesses, you track where your clients coming from or what, but funny enough, a lot of our clients are not from NIAC. I feel like NIAC still needs to know we're here. Like, they know the sign, but NIAC, I don't want to say doesn't know we're here. We burned the paper and we did all that stuff, but most of our clients are Westchester and Orange County.
Interesting.
Hashtag. People outward are fine. It's kind of working outward in, if that makes any sense.
So why do you think NIAC's such a challenge? And I agree with you, by the way. Rockland is a tricky market.
Well, part of it, I can't say NIAC is. I was born and raised in Rockland, so I've been here my whole life. Originally from Spring Valley. We have some clients from Spring Valley, but I think it's, I don't know, wherever you are, sometimes it takes people later to get onto what you're doing. I don't know why. I would say I don't think that NIAC is necessarily a challenge. It just, maybe they're not, I won't say they're not on social media, but people that are farther away happen to find us through Google search, of course, and we come up online and that kind of thing.
As long as they're coming, right? Yeah,
that's what I say. I'm like, people are like, oh, in my area, I've been in my industry since like the late 90s. I graduated high school in 2000, been working in a salon since I was in high school. And it's changed a lot since then. Like, there was no social media. There's business cards, word of mouth. That was it. Now it's like, does this person have, people want to know, like, okay, like, I love your color. Who did your color? And you'll tell me, oh, does she have a social media? And that's how people see. So that's kind of how people get to know who you are before, like, their clients that come in and they kind of are able to tell us everything that we do and what we offer before they even meet us, because they've been following. Or they'll say like, oh, I noticed you post this post. What does that mean? So people are really engaged in what you do on social media.
I love that. And to your point about the salon, I mean, anyone who follows me on Instagram, I'm going to my salon later and getting the red kind of pulled back up. So that's going to be fun. People love watching that stuff. People love it. And now I want to talk about what brilliant use you have made of Instagram highlighted stories. Because that was something that really caught my eye. I'm going to kind of show people what I can. I don't know. Yeah, it's not coming through because of the light. But everyone go to Beauty for Ashes Salon on Instagram, and it's great because they have, you're not going to be able to see it, but they have highlighted stories. So anyone who's familiar with Instagram stories, that's just kind of, the stuff you do for the day, which is, stuff. But they have highlighted stories where they have identified specific services, which is wonderful. And they have stories that stay on their profile that don't disappear because they've chosen to highlight them. And it's great. It takes you through the whole process. So if you're like, oh, what are love lights? What does that look like? And then you click on the love light story and you see the whole process. You see it looking fabulous afterwards. And it's just such a great way to highlight your products. I'm not products, services. So how did you start doing that?
Well, once again, business coach is like you, he's like, look, guys, this new thing is coming out and this is how you use it. And that's what I did. So certain things like color, people love color, curly hair, how to manage it. If someone finds us through our profile, through a post, they'll go and they'll look on your page and they'll say, okay, wow, this is what these people have to offer. So as opposed to just the traditional stories that disappear after 24 hours, I guess, it allows them to be able to see on a broader spectrum if they want to go through what the process looks like, what they can expect, if they, have the time or whatever it is. So I like them because even I was thinking about doing like a, hey guys, welcome to Beauty for Ashes Salon one, just to kind of greet people and say, thanks for following our page. That's probably going to be the next one that we'll do as a story. That way people kind of have an idea of what it is you offer. And
you do a great job of also highlighting your staff.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw some fun stuff on your profile about, getting ready for a staff photo shoot, and then here's this person. And that's great because it really humanizes it. And it's more personal branding. If you're branding your employees as well as yourself, that benefits your business exponentially. And that's fantastic. And I also love the fact that you have a variety of people on your page. Sometimes you show kids. Sometimes you show natural curly hair stuff, and sometimes you show straightening. And you show a lot about care. I noticed that you just posted something about care where you showed your own head with a cool graphic. And that's a really important thing too. We're not just going to make you look good. We're going to keep you that way.
Yeah,
and that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's great. I just want to see if anybody who's watching now has any questions for Andrea. And I want to make sure that everyone does go.
Yeah, we have both.
You know what? While we're asking people for questions, I'll kind of wrap up by asking how you treat the platforms differently. Instagram versus Facebook versus your blog versus all of that, because you're on top of your marketing. I gotta say.
It's so funny. I feel like people say, like, my clients are like, oh my God, Andrea, this is so great. I love the blog. And I'm like, I feel like I'm not where I should be, to be honest, because there are people that I know, I'm like, they are on it. What I did learn recently.
You don't know what they're not on top of.
Right. Well, that's true too.
They're just seeing what they're on.
That's true. That is true. I have them linked. So what I share on Instagram kind of boosts to my Facebook. Recently took another class and they were like, no, you have to do it separate. So now I'm like, oh God, that's another, thing. So now I'm going to but I know you can schedule your posts on Facebook, which work well. So if you schedule them, which I'm going to take out probably an hour or so a week, schedule the Facebook posts separately from the different with Instagram and Facebook as well. The blogging I do whenever it hits me, which is bad. So I'm not a consistent blogger.
It's not necessarily bad because it means that instead of just hitting a quota, you are putting stuff out there when it's valuable.
Yeah. Like one of my blogs that I did, I think back in October, did really well as far as views, and I'm actually in the process of making an info book.
That is amazing.
Yeah, it's a small little, but I got so much. I wasn't expecting a lot of feedback, but my email went off to my client list. So the blogging, of course, Facebook, I'm going to try to engage a little bit more instead of just connecting it to the Instagram. But Instagram is my love. It's a lot easier for me as a creative just to pop it up without having to do so much. And I also have help, not for nothing. Like my salon manager manages the salon's Facebook, and I kind of manage my own personal stylist one as well. So I have help because it's a job.
It is. And now you can actually schedule Instagram on Hootsuite.
Yeah, I know what people say, and I need to really connect them all so that way I could just do that for the week and keep it moving.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, you are doing a fantastic job. I'm incredibly inspired, like, by all the marketing stuff that you're doing.
Thank you.
I got to check out your blog now.
Yeah, it's
I've been
cool.
slacking. I didn't really do that.
Yeah, I think I might have, but that wasn't, I don't think we shared it on the salon's page. There's certain things that I keep for myself as a stylist page. Then there's things that I have as a salon. I like to focus more on the team on the salon's page. And then my own, yeah. Because, you know, I'm not a one-woman show at all. I don't desire to be, so.
Yeah. Oh, well, that is awesome.
Thank you.
So thank you so much.
Thank you.
This is Andrea from Beauty for Ashes Salon in Nyack. Definitely go check it out. And I'm Christine Gritmon. I do this every Friday. Next Friday, I'm not sure if I'm doing a show because I'm going to be at Social Media Marketing World in San Diego, which may be the best place to do it, and it may just not work out. So stay tuned to Christine Gritmon Inc. and find out. And I'll see you next week. Bye. Or I won't. Maybe the week after. Bye.